time to find these tremendous Mazda savings than right now at Team Mazda. Get 0% financing on any new Mazda CX-5, Mazda CX-30, Mazda CX-50, or the Mazda CX-90. Find out just how much you can save at Team Mazda on Airline.
Are we on? Are we on? Are we on? I don't know. Are we on? I mean, that's a good question. Look, there's a legit question right now.
It is.
And this
Welcome,
morning,
everybody.
This
Hi,
morning is the reason
Yeah.
I will never fly in an airplane without pilots.
And they're thinking about doing that.
Not for me, buddy.
What about a car? Would you do a car without a driver?
Who else is
As
on the
long as
roads?
I'm in the driver's seat and can take over.
For those wondering, if you didn't play the home game with us this morning, updated some computers over the weekend, and they had some fun with us this morning, and they were shutting us down. We weren't even on the air from 5 to 6 because the computers are like, not today.
No.
We'd like a longer weekend, please and thank you. Jumped on at 6 o'clock, and we were able to get some stuff together. And
Automation's
here we are.
fantastic until it's not.
Until it's not.
Hey, even robots sometimes need to take a 3-day weekend. You know?
They don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
You know, Johnny, where were you? This is going back a number of years ago, where we lost the ability to take any camera shot in here.
Except traffic.
Except nothing. No, couldn't even do that.
Oh, really?
So this is a different story then.
Okay.
We lost the ability to take any camera shot. I was live in New Orleans.
Oh, I do remember that.
I was live in New Orleans. I was down there. We were getting ready to cover Super Bowl coming up, or
You did
national
a
title game.
killer job with the
Well,
ad
here we go.
libbing.
It was, we couldn't take any camera here. It was kind of reminding me of this morning.
Staying with Matt.
Nothing. And they're like, the only thing we can do is take the live shot. And we were about to break down, right? Be done. The only thing we can do is take, but I'm like, there's an hour plus left of the show. What do you want me to do? I interviewed a horse for 15 minutes.
He did.
No, for a
He did.
horse.
It was
What does
awesome.
the horse say to you?
Well, there's transcript, I'm sure, somewhere. I don't know that I understood
It was
very
so
well.
fun because the horse was right here and Matt was right there, and you had the horse's backside and front side in the same shot.
All right.
I've got
that's
can you dial
funny.
this up? I've got to see this.
It was, but again, that was, just make do, make something happen, and that's kind of like this morning. Was it? We were missing a few things even in our 6 o'clock hour, but got it on and got everybody the
Well,
info they
kudos
need.
to the engineering department and all of our producers.
Oh,
Holy
absolutely.
cow, we were sitting in here doing like this, and the producers are scrambling.
Yeah, and so they made it work.
Fantastic.
Like you said, make do, that's all you can do. And I'm sure that horse made do in the 15-minute interview.
Oh, he was fine. He was good. He got his FaceTime, long face, and plenty of FaceTime.
That's right. Horse walks into a bar, bartender says, "Why the long face?" I was waiting on that one.
I know. Okay, so there you go. Now you know what's going on. Now need to figure out what's
somebody
going
tell
on.
us.
Exactly. If you could please tell us. How's the forecast? Sun is up. Gonna heat up.
The sun didn't take the day off.
No, it's up
That's
and
for
going.
sure. Yeah, it's up there. It's ready to rock and roll, and it's going to. We're going to have a lot of sunshine throughout the day today, and that's going to heat things up. But we do not have a heat advisory for today, so that at least is some good territory. What about the temperature out there? 75, but it feels the same way, so that's what we like to do this time of year. That's how we avoid the heat advisory, and we don't have any kind of dew point that's too rough out there. Yesterday made it up to 96. Did you get any rain in your backyard yesterday? You might have just a real quick shower that moved through. Didn't really last that long. But if you want to feel better about the territory we are in this August compared to last one, it's not even close. I mean, look at this. Last August, 22 out of the first 25 days, we were at or above 100. This time around, this year, this month, only 4. We will definitely take that. Can you find the counterclockwise swirl? Here it is, and it's moving towards the Houston-Galveston area. So that's going to bring a couple showers and thunderstorms and lift up a little bit of Gulf moisture into our neck of the woods. More and more moisture pumps in over the next couple of days, but it doesn't translate to that much as far as the rain gauges are concerned. Meanwhile, you can see that swirl evidenced higher up in the atmosphere right here on our water vapor imagery. But again, sometimes you have all the ingredients, but it still doesn't translate to that much in the rain gauge. Here you go. This is about all we're going to see for today. Got it locked in at about a 20% chance in the afternoon. Not everybody gets wet. Once we lose the daytime heating, everything gets wiped off the map. Then we go to tomorrow, and it looks like the name of the game over the next couple of days, the farther south you go, especially by the coast, that's where the heftier amounts of rain are going to be. But you can really see these blue colors that we see here. That's the really high moisture, tropical-like humidity that's going to be in place. That's going to give us a little bit of a rise in our not only dew points, but in our rain chances the next few days. There you go. We get right back into the upper 70s, and that's not going to be good news for these numbers right here, which, by the way, they're still not that bad. So this isn't quite heat advisory or heat warning territory, but that might need to change a little bit later on in the week. Here's some more good news. just keeping our fingers crossed, not trying to jinx it here, but looking at the big picture on the tropical Atlantic, and there's not much to see. All we have are our wind particles out here, but nothing new expected to form or develop over the next 5 to 7 days. As for the rain amounts we're expecting, as I mentioned, the farther closer to the coast you go, a heftier amount of about 1 to 3 inches there altogether over the next 7 days. For today, a 20% chance in the afternoon, and again, most of the viewing area stays dry. Then for tonight, trying to drop those temperatures, and the overnight lows not so low at about 76 degrees. All important extended forecast now, adding about 10% every single day going forward until we get the 50%er on Thursday. Going out to Labor Day weekend, Labor Day Monday, not bad. A very typical summertime weather pattern. At 7:08 out your door, Johnny A., how are the roads?
I-12's at a standstill coming out of Denham Springs, especially between Jubin and Pete's Highway. Let's take a closer look. So when you get on the interstate at Jubin, expect very slow and stop-and-go traffic all the way up to about Pete's Highway. Then it starts to roll a little bit. That's the Jubin on-ramp at the upper right side of your screen. And then beyond that, that's I-12 at the 4-H Club Road area, looking back toward Denham. And that's still very slow traffic coming into Baton Rouge. Jubin to the 1012, half an hour. So slow it down and just be patient. From the 1012 to downtown, a little brake tapping around Acadian, especially that right lane between College and Acadian. All in all, that part of your drive is not too bad. 7:08, 8 minutes after, and we do this thing every morning. Catch up on some of the headlines you might have missed during 9 News this morning, especially at 5 o'clock this morning when we weren't even on the air. Matt Williams back with those details next. Stay with us.
Welcome back to it, everybody. Let's get you kind of caught up on some of those headlines on a Monday morning. One of the things that we continue to follow for you, kind of national headlines for you, out to Hawaii. Have you seen some of the video coming out here? Obviously, the big island, Hawaii Island, the rest of them kind of hit by a, by a hurricane there. Now, you're seeing some of the flooding, some of the big-time waves. What they're saying, though, right now is not a lot of damage from the hurricane yet. They haven't had a lot of reports of any damage, but those phone calls are just now beginning to really kind of come in right now. So that's the next step. As Hawaii wakes up now on a Monday morning, and obviously they're a number of hours behind us, they're going to be able to better kind of tell what damage is done as those reports come in. But right now, even with all that, some of the flooding and some of the high surf, not a lot of damage. So east of there, and west of us, let's get out to California. Parts of California. This is the Palisades. You see up there in the top left, Tahoe. Snow, a little bit of snow over the weekend. Seriously. And actually, they're saying that even there, where they can kind of get a little bit crazy with the snowfall, this is the earliest they've had snow in 20 years. They've not had snow there, and again, this is near Tahoe, in August since 2004. So kind of crazy out there. Wax up the skis. Get ready to go. Tahoe apparently going to be the place to be for a little bit of snow this year. Other headlines for you this morning as we get moving. Here we are a couple months away from the November election. The race is on for the White House, of course. It has been. After the Democratic National Convention, a bit of momentum for the Harris-Walz ticket. What are they going to be doing over the coming days? Well, trying to battle through these battleground states. Actually, Harris herself has a kind of a bus tour through the state of Georgia. You see the numbers right there as it relates to the battleground states, and those were those right there. You saw them in purple. The battleground states they're going to be focused on. The former president, Donald Trump, is going to be hitting a number of those. His vice presidential running mate going to be hitting a number of those as well. About 2 months away, a little bit more than 2 months away. So it really is all about those battleground states. So speaking of the election, here in Louisiana, the governor says, Governor Jeff Landry says, wants to make sure that the election integrity is kept at the utmost. And so what he's doing today is actually signing an executive order talking about maintaining integrity in this electoral process, protecting the accuracy of the voter rolls. If you recall, this year lawmakers approved nearly what? A dozen new laws involving elections. Some critics say the changes only cause confusion, blatant attempt to kind of disenfranchise some voters. But again, the governor's saying this is all about election integrity, signing an executive order today at right around 10 o'clock up at the state capitol. Also want to let you know this is going on. You got the Press Club of Baton Rouge. They're set to meet on a Monday. Welcome to your Monday. Have an opportunity to learn a bit more about the state leaders, their efforts to get going with economic development. It's Louisiana Economic Development Secretary, the guest speaker, Baton Rouge Press Club this afternoon. Doors open 11:30 in the morning. Drusilla Place Catering. It's right there off of Jefferson Highway, set to speak at about 12:15. I want to let you know this one is brand new patient, urgent care, brand new urgent care, opening up Tiger Bend. You know where the Tiger Bend near Jones Creek? Obviously you know right where that is, right? But this is their 10th location that they are now opening up. They're trying to be in as many places, trying to be where we are, trying to be where, where we're going to, all the bumps and boo-boos.
The old Woodlawn High School used to be right there on that corner.
Tiger Bend, Jones Creek, all the way. You're right. They had the little fissure running through it. They had to tear it all down and raise it and move it over. So
yeah, and those urgent cares, they really do come in handy. If you can't get an appointment with your own doctor, your child's own pediatrician, they're there in a pinch, it really does help.
Absolutely, yeah. Hey, look, Camp Bow Wow. It's National Dog Day, and so they're running deals right now. If you jump online and get over to them, if you stay with them today, you're in the running for like some free stuff. So Camp Bow Wow celebrating National Dog Day. Not bad.
I'd have known. We would have submitted all of our doggy pictures there for that.
I know. It's good stuff. Man.
Can we take a breather?
No. We got more stuff to do, man. We got to see if the cut-ins, digital and social is on the way, and then, of course, you got the 9 o'clock show right around the corner. Man. No rest for the weary.
We think there's a 9 o'clock show.
Is this coffee?
You got the other one.
What's in here?
Yes, I have a fresh drip in the other room.
All right.
There you go.
Let's strap in. We're far from done.
It's Truck Month at Team Toyota, where you'll find great savings on the reliable and versatile Toyota Tacoma. Or get 1.99% financing on the new Toyota Tundra or $3,000 customer cash. Don't miss these tremendous savings during Truck Month happening now at Team Toyota.